மகேஷ் இன்னும் லைவ் ஆகலன்னு நினைக்கணும்ல மகேஷ்?
Hello and welcome to this presentation. My name is Andrew Thangaraj. I'm a faculty in the Electrical Engineering Department at IIT Madras. I'm also a coordinator for the BS degree in Data Sciences and Applications program. On behalf of IIT Madras, on behalf of the BS degree in particular, I welcome you to this presentation. I hope you learn all about the BS degree from this presentation. We'll first begin with the structure of this entire UG data science program. So this is a very different type of program. You may not have seen a program like this anywhere else. A typical degree program will have approved curriculum, a set of courses every semester. There's no choice. You go through one course after the other. You start at the beginning and you have to end at the end. There's nothing else going on. So this program is very, very different. It's very flexible. It's got multiple entries. It's got multiple exits, different types of ways in which you can go through the program at your own pace and style. All of that is possible. So pay attention. Let me walk you through this slide very slowly. So entry to this program is open for anyone who has finished 12th standard. There is no restriction on what stream you finished 12th standard in, no restriction on what board you did, no subjects that you did in 12th standard matter. You should have finished 12th standard. There's no age restriction either. You can be of whatever age. You could have finished 12th standard or equivalent at whatever time, and you will still be eligible for applying to the UG data science program of IIT Madras. Now, once you apply, there are two pathways for gaining admission to the foundation level. The first pathway is through an inbuilt qualifier exam. Now, most students take this pathway. So you don't have to prepare anywhere. There's no coaching class that's needed. You apply and then study with us. The qualifier process is something that we train you for. You come in and study, and then if you pass through the qualifier exam, you get through. So I'll talk more details about what this exam is, what it contains and all that in a little while. But this inbuilt qualifier process is for those who don't want to go do any coaching, who don't want to do anything else. Just come into our program and study with us. If you're good, if you can tackle our courses in the first few weeks, you will be through. That's the first process. The second process is for those who do some coaching or whatever and then go through the JEE process. If you do Hello and welcome to this presentation. My name is Andrew Thangaraj. I'm a faculty in the Electrical Engineering Department at IIT Madras. I'm also a coordinator for the BS degree in Data Sciences and Applications program. On behalf of IIT Madras, on behalf of the BS degree in particular, I welcome you to this presentation. I hope you learn all about the BS degree from this presentation. We'll first begin with the structure of this entire UG data science program. So this is a very different type of program. You may not have seen a program like this anywhere else. A typical degree program will have approved curriculum, a set of courses every semester. There's no choice. You go through one course after the other. You start at the beginning and you have to end at the end. There's nothing else going on. So this program is very, very different. It's very flexible. It's got multiple entries. It's got multiple exits, different types of ways in which you can go through the program at your own pace and style. All of that is possible. So pay attention. Let me walk you through this slide very slowly. So entry to this program is open for anyone who has finished 12th standard. There is no restriction on what stream you finished 12th standard in, no restriction on what board you did, no subjects that you did in 12th standard matter. You should have finished 12th standard. There's no age restriction either. You can be whatever age you could have finished 12th standard or equivalent at whatever time, and you will still be eligible for applying to the UG Data Science program of IIT Madras. Now, once you apply, there are two pathways for gaining admission to the foundation level. The first pathway is through an inbuilt qualifier exam. Now, most students take this pathway. So you don't have to prepare anywhere. There's no coaching class that's needed. You apply and then study with us. The qualifier process is something that we train you for. You come in and study, and then if you pass through the qualifier exam, you get through. So I'll talk more details about what this exam is, what it contains and all that in a little while. But this inbuilt qualifier process is for those who don't want to go do any coaching, who don't want to do anything else. Just come into our program and study with us. If you're good, if you can tackle our courses in the first few weeks, you will be through. That's the first process. The second process is for those who do some coaching or whatever and then go through the JEE process. If you wrote JEE mains and you qualified for JEE advanced, remember, you don't need to even write JEE advanced. If you qualify for JEE advanced, then you gain automatic admission into IITM's UG Data Science program. Now, that is the beauty of this program. Very simple admission process. It's really open for a wide range of people and backgrounds. Now, once you qualify, you are admitted to the foundation level. Now, that is a very, very different aspect of this program. Usually, when you get admitted, you are admitted to the degree program and eventually you get the degree. In this program, that's not true. You gain admission only to the foundation level. Now, this foundation level is a certificate program. It has got 8 subjects that you have to do, courses or subjects that we call, that are part of the foundation level. This teaches the basics of data science, mathematics, statistics, programming, and some English. Now, if you finish this set of 8 courses, if you successfully clear all of these 8 courses, you are eligible to earn a certificate. You can earn a certificate and leave the program at that time if you choose to. If you choose to, that's up to you. However, if you clear the foundation, you are also eligible to move to the diploma level. So notice this big difference. If you don't clear foundation, if you're unable to handle the subjects in foundation, you will have to eventually quit the program. You cannot continue in the program. So that way this program is very different. You qualify and then you have to pass all the foundation courses to get through to the next level. If you pass all the foundation courses, you are eligible to enter into the diploma level. Now, the diploma level has courses that build the core skills needed for both programming as well as data science. There are 2 diplomas that you can earn. There are 6 subjects in each diploma, total of 12 subjects which are theories, and there are 4 projects that you have to do, 2 each in each of these diplomas. So when you do all that, you can earn the diploma. You can choose to earn either diploma in programming alone, or you can choose to earn a diploma in data science. So programming is basically full stack development. You would actually build an end-to-end full application when you do a diploma in programming. Now, data science is more of machine learning, business and all that, business analytics, all of that are put together in data science. I'll talk more in detail about the exact subjects in the ensuing slides, but that is what the diploma level entails. Now, there is also another entry point. So the traditional 12th pass entry point after foundation is what I spoke about so far. You can also directly enter into the diploma level. That is possible. There are some criteria for it. You can look it up in our website. If you clear those criteria, then you can directly apply for the diploma level. Now, once you finish diploma, once again, notice this big condition. Only if you finish diploma level, you can move to the next level of the program. If you cannot finish the diploma level, you will have to quit the program at that point, or you can choose to earn one diploma or both diplomas and quit at that point. That's also possible. If you desire, after passing the diploma level, you can get into the degree level. Notice, only when you clear the diploma level, you are a degree student of this program. Till then, you're only a foundation student or a diploma student. Now, this difference is very, very important. This is not like any other college degree. You don't get into the degree program. You're not admitted to the degree program. You're admitted only to foundation in the beginning. You have to clear foundation to get to diploma. You have to clear diploma to get to degree. Now, degree level, there are two different degree levels. The first level is degree level 1, and this has an exit point, which is a BSc degree. So, degree level 1 has 7 courses, 7 subjects that you have to study. Additionally, this has electives. After you picked up the skills, you will learn deeper theory about what those skills are and how to abstract it, how to think about it, etc. So, all of those courses will come in degree level 1. It gives you more expertise in this area. Then you have degree level 2, which includes a possible apprenticeship where you can go to an industry, work and gain hands-on knowledge as well. And at the end of degree level 2, you can get a BS Data Science and Applications degree. So notice that there are 2 degree levels. There is a BSc Programming and Data Science and a BS Data Science and Applications. The BSc is equivalent to a 3-year degree. The BS is equivalent to a 4-year degree. So this is the overall structure of the program. I hope this structure is clear. So you can see for the BSc and BS, we really advise that you come through entry 1, which is the main entry, and then earn your BSc and BS. If you come through entry 2, it's preferable that you exit with a diploma. Okay, so this is the structure of the program, a little bit more complicated than a typical program, but then it has flexibility, it has multiple entries, multiple exits, all these nice features are part of it. Now, who gives these diplomas and degrees? Now, that's a question a lot of people ask frequently. These are official Senate approved, legally valid degrees from IIT Madras. These degrees and diplomas are as valid as a BTech degree that IIT gives. Okay, there's no difference. The approval authority that is vested in the Senate of IIT Madras, that authority is used and that power is used to grant this degree to people who earn it. Now, if you exit with a degree, you also become an alum of the institute. So this way, you can go through the degree, and really it's something prestigious, to be an alum of IITM, to get a Senate approved degree of IIT Madras is something that is really, really prestigious. Now, there are a few other very important points about the program. First thing is the instruction in the program is online. Now, this is what distinguishes this program from many other programs that are out there. This instruction is online, meaning we have recorded lectures that you have to see. However, all exams are in person. Every month in the program, you have to go to a center near your house, somewhere in the city or town that you are in, or maybe you have to travel a little bit. You have to go to that place and write the exam on your own. Now, this is under proctored condition. There will be invigilation. So, all exams are in person. All grading is based on proctored exams. So, that's one of the unique aspects of it. It's in-person proctored, not remote online proctored. All exams are like that. Okay, so this is a unique thing about this. So when you commit for this program, you're also committing to go to a center every month and write this exam. So this online instruction is what enables us to scale this program. So there's no limits on the seats. We have unlimited seats. But we don't just have recorded lectures. We have a lot of live support helping you study in this program. I will elaborate on that when I talk about running of the program. Now, this nature of running the program, where we have online instruction plus in-person exam, is what keeps the fee of the program really, really low. The fee for the entire BS degree is about 3.3 lakhs. That's all you have to pay. Okay, so it's one of the cheapest degrees you can get in some sense, not just in terms of cost, but in terms of value. It's really, really high because it comes from IIT Madras. And non-JEE admission, it doesn't have JEE. Non-JEE admission is also possible. You can come in directly through that. So these are some of the very important and interesting features of the program. I hope this gives you a good understanding of them. Okay, what are the courses that are there in the foundation level? There are 8 different courses or subjects that are there in the foundation level. There are 2 English courses, English 1, English 2. There are 2 math courses, Math 1, Math 2. There are 2 statistics courses, Stats 1, Stats 2, and 2 programming courses, Computational Thinking and Introduction to Python. Now, this is a very, very crucial phase of the program. This builds the basics. Like I said, we don't expect that you have math or physics or science in the 12th standard, but we build what you need for data science in the foundation period. And it also determines who proceeds to the official, more demanding diploma and degree parts of the program. So this also acts as a funnel. People who cannot cope with this foundational part have to leave the program. Okay, so this is very important. It's been very carefully. Now 11th standard CBSE, 12th standard CBSE type level, and they gradually, surely move you towards the college level. The Math 2 and Stats 2 are definitely at the college level, and they take you to the next level gradually. Okay, so this is how the foundation level is set up. The computational thinking course is a very open, simple introduction to how to deal with, how to compute with data, how to solve problems using a computer, very nicely done, so that whatever your background is, you can pick up the computing that's necessary, and that is followed up with a very college level Python introduction in the second term. So this gives you a fair idea of what is done in the foundation level. So what is a course? How do we deliver a course? Now the course team consists of a faculty or multiple faculty and instructors who play a very, very important role in the course. The instructors really interface with the students and run everything in the course. Plus we also have student mentors. There are 12 weeks that a course runs for, week 1, week 2 till week 12. At the end of week 4, there's an in-person quiz 1 that you have to go write in a center. At the end of week 8, there is an in-person quiz 2 that you have to go write in a center. At the end of week 12, there is an in-person final exam that you have to go and write in a center. The programming exams, if required, are held. These programming exams at this point are remote proctored, and you can do that from wherever you are. Okay, so that's the only aspect that is remote proctored in this course. The weekly content is about 15 hours a week of engagement, 15 hours of engagement that is needed from you. Recorded lectures will be about 2.5 hours, maybe even 3 hours in some week. There will be lots of activity questions that the instructors create and give for you, tutorial lectures that the instructors do for you, practice assignments, graded assignments the instructors create and the faculty verify, text transcripts, notes, live synchronous sessions are held by instructors for clearing doubts. There is a discussion forum where you can post questions and immediately answers are given by instructors and mentors. There's also live support from mentors, office hours are held, the question papers for exams instructors create, faculty verify. Of course, overall responsibility for the program lies with the faculty. So this is how this course is designed. I hope it gives you a good idea of how a course runs if you decide to jump into this program. Okay, how do we run qualifiers? Okay, so qualifiers are self-contained and it admits those who are interested and those who can cope with our content. We take the first 4 courses of the first term, English 1, Math 1, Stats 1, Computational Thinking. We run them for 4 weeks, week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. And at the end of week 4, there is quiz 1 for all these 4 subjects, and that acts as the qualifier exam. So that's what I meant by saying it's an inbuilt qualification process. You don't need to go out and coach anywhere. We do the coaching, we do the teaching for you in the first 4 weeks. And if you learned that properly, the quiz 1 is based only on that content and you can do well. You don't need any coaching, you don't need to do anything. Eligibility criteria is there. We will take some best 2 out of 3 graded assignments. That online assignment is also important so that you know how to use the portal, how to answer questions online. All of that is also important. And in the qualifier exam itself, you have to get greater than 40% in each subject and greater than 50% in total, and there are community-based relaxations. If you pass this, you are admitted to the foundation level of the program. I want to emphasize once again, you are not admitted to the degree program, you are admitted to the foundation level of the program. So you can see this is accessible for any background. Whatever your background is, you can get in and you get entry only to the foundation level. So this is how the qualifiers work. Now what do you have in the diploma level? Supposing you clear all the foundation courses, you get into the diploma level. The diploma level is where you pick up all the skills, like I mentioned, full stack development, programming, data structures, algorithms, database systems, programming concepts. We use Java for that, but programming concepts, like a lot of important concepts that are there in programming. 2 full application development courses. This elaborates the full stack development process entirely. A Linux shell course which you need to do, and then 2 full-fledged projects where you will build and demonstrate an app, backend, front-end, DB connection, everything. Okay, so these projects are evaluated using waivers. There's 1 hour waiver that people from some industries help out with along with instructors, and sometimes even faculty join in, and you're questioned for about 1 hour. You'll have to make a change live on the project and show that you really understood how that project is, how that application is running. So that's how we evaluate projects. So really demanding, but in the end you would have really learned how to build an application hands-on. Now the data science side has a mix of business and ML courses. There's business data management, business analytics, and a PDM project. Project itself is there where you have to go to a small business somewhere near your house, convince them, share the data, get them to share their data with you, and then work with that data and help them make some decisions on how to grow their business. The ML, in fact, as ML foundations, ML techniques and ML practice, you really learn all about ML models there, and you also learn about tools in data science, which is some tools and storytelling with data, which is very, very important as well. There is a project in ML which is organized as a Kaggle contest. Kaggle, as you know, is a very famous portal for lots of data sets, and contests are held. So for the MLP project, we have a Kaggle contest as well, and you have to go and participate in that contest, build a model, and get some good score. Now, both the BDM project and MLP project once again are evaluated through waivers, hour-long, this very rigorous evaluation. So as you can see, the diploma really teaches you skills and makes it hands-on for you. So if you clear the diploma, you move to the degree level. The degree level has 7 courses in BSc, 7 courses in BS. All of these are electives except for 4 mandatory subjects that you have to do at the BSc level: deep learning, AI search methods, software engineering, software testing. I believe these 4 are mandatory. There are 4 mandatory courses that you have to do at the degree level. The other courses are all electives. After that, electives open up and you can do a whole bunch of electives, and you can see there are learning electives, there are business electives, there are programming electives, there are math stats electives. So there's a wide range of electives that are available. All the courses are not listed here. You have to see our website for more details. Okay, there's also apprenticeship that's possible. Apprenticeship can even be credited for 12 credits. Okay, let me close with a few numbers and some data points. After all, this is a data science program, so I should present some data to you. We've been running this program from January 21. It's been more than 3 years now. We run 3 terms a year, and you have the flexibility to pick what courses you take in each of those terms. The orientation sessions will give you more details on that. So far in this program, 1.4 lakh plus people have applied, right out of 12th pass or whatever. They've applied into the program into one of the 2 entries. More than 38,000, nearly 39,000 have qualified. Okay, passed through the qualifier stage. Some 32,000 started, and out of that, nearly 23,000 are active today in the program. You can see the CGPA distribution. It is not that everybody is doing this very, very well. They all have 10 out of 10 CGPA. That's not true. There's a big spread of the CGPA distribution. Countrywide, there are people representing every single state and union territory. Everybody is there in this program. It's spread out all over the country. And in terms of diversity, it's quite diverse. 30 plus years is 16%, women are 26%, employed is 16%. 16% of your core students would actually be working currently. And non-engineering background is 31%. It's a nice number to see. And people outside the country are 200 plus. So where are people in this program? About 15,000 plus are in foundation, 6,000 plus are in diploma level, 430 are in degree level. Many people have earned diploma. In fact, 10 people have finished all requirements for the BS degree. So there are people who do really, really well in all the courses and go through and finish the degree requirements as well. So diverse student community, I mentioned that. I want to emphasize a few things here. Age wise, we are very diverse. Role wise, we are very diverse. Field of study wise, we are really, really diverse. Income wise also very, very diverse. Family income levels. We have special discount in fee for people who have family income less than 5 lakh, people who have family income less than 1 lakh, and you can see nearly 35% are from the lower income groups who are studying in this program, and that's something we're really, really happy about. Okay, you can see the CGPA distribution across levels. I mentioned how this program filters people as they go through the different levels. Okay, so you can see the foundation level CGPA has a much wider spread. There are people with a wide range of CGPA, and only the better students move to the diploma level. You see the diploma level CGPA is already shifted to the right. More people have 8 CGPA and better. When you go to the BSc level, you can see only people with higher CGPAs are there, and when you go to the BS level, you don't have anyone below 7 CGPA. So only the better students come through the program, and as you get into the better and better, deeper and deeper levels in the program, you have better CGs as well. So that shows that this funnel and the filtering is really working, and the really good students are getting out with the degree. Okay, we don't compromise on student life. Student life is something that we take really, really seriously. This is after all a UG program. So we divide students into houses, and within that into groups. So groups are supposed to be geographically co-located as well. There are lots of student clubs which organize events and competitions around the year. Most of them are online, some of them are in person as well. And the biggest in-person event that we do for all these students is Paradox. So here are pictures from Paradox 2022. There was a huge version in 2023 as well. More than 3,000 students landed up here. There is a mix of sports events, cultural events, technical events, big photo sessions with our director and all the students there in the activity center. So it's a fantastic celebration. In the end of May, we bring everybody here. It's a non-campus program, but still there is a campus in-person event. So that's what's the Paradox here, and it's called the event is called Paradox. So student life is fun as well. So here are some of our great students. We are really proud of these students. They do fantastically well. This is a few semesters back, for few terms back. These are the two toppers. Aishi Gang has a CGPA of 9.9, Arya has a CGPA of 9.86. You can see they also have other degrees. Now that is one more big aspect of this program. Many in this program also have another degree. They're doing it as a second degree, and that gives them the flexibility as well. And here are other students who have CGPA above 9.5. These are also really great students. Once again, I want to emphasize the diversity here. There is someone who's finished the CA, BSc, BSc Stats, someone who came out of 12th and joined this program, people who are working, working in Coal India and very other industrial engineering background, finance background, various other backgrounds, and they're all doing fantastically well in this program. Once again, shows you the background is not so important for this data science program. Here is a wider spectrum of our learners. You saw the toppers, you saw people from other disciplines doing very well, people who are otherwise unable to attend a physical college, Prashant and Haifa, fantastic examples of people who are doing really well in spite of struggling. And then all walks of life, doctors, IVAS, IPS officers, chief business officers, and even senior citizens who are 81 years old who are in the program and having a great time with it. So a wide ranging student community, and you would join a very thriving, very lively, important community of this program. Okay, so we won an award recently. We won an award of QS Reimagine Silver Award for the best online program. Okay, so that was an exhaustive wrap up of all the important parts of the BS degree program in IIT Madras. I hope you agree with me that it's a unique program and an exciting program, and I welcome you wholeheartedly to be a part of it. Thank you.
Hello all, welcome to this qualifier process of the BS in Data Science and Applications program offered by IIT Madras. I'm going to walk you through the entire qualifier process, how it happens, how do you give the exam, and after the exam, what are the steps that you will need to do. So this is the slide that gives an overview of the entire BS program. So you can see that you are at the entry level. We have marked it here in red color so that it's very clear for you. This is the regular entry. You come in through the qualifier process to this program, and then once you pass the qualifier, you come into the foundation level of the program. Then you proceed to the diploma level, the degree level, and you exit with the BS degree. You can see other exits which are at the end of the foundation level. There is a certificate exit. At the end of the diploma level, you can exit with one or both diplomas. There is also a BSc exit after 3 years and a BS exit at the end of 4 years. The other parts in the slide also show you that anybody who has completed standard 12 can join this program. No age limit, no limit on where you are located in the entire world. You could be in any of the countries, US, Canada, Australia, Japan, Singapore. We have learners from across the world today studying in this program. You could be of any age. You could be right from say 17 years old when you've completed your standard 12 to you could go to our youngest / oldest learner today is about 81 years old. So you could be of any age, you could study from this program too, and this is the way that you enter the program. Qualifier process, by now all of you should have probably filled in the application for the qualifier process. There will be first some basic details that are collected from you, and then comes the payment page. The fee for the qualifier process is rupees 3,000 for the normal category. There are waivers for those who belong to other categories. You can check that when you go into the form. And after paying the fee, there are a couple more pages where you have to upload some documents. So we will ask for your photo, your signature, your 12th standard pass certificate, and maybe other category documents if you want to upload it for the marks waiver. So hopefully you have completed the entire application document. The documents are verified by us, whatever you upload, right? The photo, the signature, the other documents that you upload are also verified by us, and that process will keep going on, because normally once you upload, it takes us about 3 to 4 weeks to verify the documents. Don't worry about it. We will verify it. If there are problems, we will come back to you. We will say re-upload the documents. So you can wait for that process to go on. Don't worry. You can start the qualifier learning process as part of the program. So how does this qualifier process work? This qualifier process is a 4-week or 1 month long process. There are 4 subjects whose contents we offer for you in this 1 month. So it is English 1, Mathematics 1, Statistics 1, and Computational Thinking. And a short summary is given here. I will also describe it in more detail here. Basically every week for each of the 4 weeks, videos are released along with the assignment also. There will be more practice assignments, there will be more questions that you can actually have to test your understanding, those are there. But most important are the videos and what we call as graded assignment, and this is released for every one of the 4 courses. So each course we will release this, and then there are doubt clearing sessions where you can log in and you can ask the instructors your doubts, you can clarify any questions you have regarding the concepts, and there is also a written discussion forum where you can write your question and somebody will answer it on the forum. So for 4 weeks, week on week this goes on, and then there is an eligibility to get your hall ticket for the qualifier exam. So the qualifier process starts on 10 January 2025 for the upcoming batch, and the qualifier exam is on 23rd February 2025, which is a Sunday. So this is what the portal looks like. There is a portal in which we will enroll you. These courses will be rolled out on the portal, and this is what the portal page looks like. So you can see on the left side there is a bar which shows what are the modules that are there, and once you click on it you can see the contents are organized week wise. So you have week 1, you have week 2, you have week 3 and so on, and inside every week there will also be sub modules. There will be videos like this which are embedded, and the assignment will also be given there. And there are other tabs also as part of the portal which will show your scores in every assignment you get, as well as leading you to the discussion forum. So you can see here there is a tab called Announcements tab, and here we will post all the important announcements with respect to the course or the program. So ensure that you click on this Announcements tab every single day just to see that you have seen any alerts we might have put on there. We will also send you this as email, and normally the important announcements will come to you as WhatsApp messages also if the number you have given us has WhatsApp enabled for us. So this is a very important tab you have to be aware of, and you have to click to ensure that you are staying updated with whatever alerts and announcements we want to provide. This is the discussion forum. So in the qualifier level we use the Google Groups as a discussion forum, and you will be auto subscribed to this. You can post your questions on that group, and somebody from the instructor team will definitely answer it within a period of 24 hours. If you know the answers to questions that some of your peers in the batch are asking, you can also answer, so that it is a vibrant discussion group and you can actually discuss the concepts covered or maybe questions in the assignments and so on. It is encouraged that of course you don't discuss the questions in the assignment and ask for answers and copy it back, but this is more for interacting with your peers and the instructors to understand the content better. One thing here, the Google Groups has a very nice feature where you can receive emails from the posts that are made on the group, but ensure you don't do every post as an email, because then you'll be flooded with maybe hundreds of emails. Maybe you can do a daily digest, or you can do every 25 or every 50 as a single email. That will give you a summary of whatever posts have happened, and whichever is interesting to you, you can click on it and you can actually see the post. So this is what the scores tab looks like. So every time you do an assignment on the portal, once the deadline is over, the scores will be visible for you here. We also show what is your score, what is the class average, and what is the median score in your particular batch in that course for that particular assignment. This is also an important page because you can see which all assignments you have submitted, for which all assignments the due date has passed, which all are still pending that the due date is available and you have not yet submitted. So if you click on this, you will get an idea of what is your pending work in the coming week. This is a calendar. Since hopefully all of you are using some Google enabled email ID, this is a Google calendar that we populate with the sessions that are going to be held for every single course, at what timings and where you have to go for that particular session. So once you click on it, you synchronize this with your calendar, you will be able to see today what are the tasks for me, what are the meetings for me, what are the discussions that are going to happen, where all I need to join. So for every course we will have this, and you can add this to your regular calendar so that you are remaining updated about which all interactions are available that day. So we also indicate, like you can see, when the content is being released, when the assignment due dates are, we also put it out on the calendar apart from the interaction sessions. So what is the kind of content we release every week? The primary content is videos by faculty members. So there will be about 2.5 to 3 hours of video that every week we are releasing in each of the 4 courses. And then we have something called activity questions. So these activity questions are generated and created for every single video. So there will be a video, there will be a set of activity questions. There will be a video, there will be a set of activity questions, and this kind of enables to test you on whether you have understood what has been taught in the video by answering that set of questions. So basically you watch a video and then you answer the questions, see whether you have understood whatever has been put out there, otherwise go back and revise your video. We also have something called practice assignments. So as the name suggests, this is for your practice. So these assignments will also have questions based on content of that week, but along with the questions we will also show you the answer key and we will show you the detailed solution. This is more for your self-learning, where you actually sit down, you maybe work out the questions in the practice assignment. If you get stuck somewhere, you can go and refer to the video solution or the PDF which we have put out, which has all the details on how to solve it, and see whether your answer matches the answer given there. So this practice assignment will enable you to kind of solve the graded assignment. So the graded assignment is what is important for eligibility for the qualifier exam. So by doing the practice assignment, you can ensure that you can do well in your graded assignment. So what we call as a graded assignment is, normally it will have about 10 days of deadline. So on a Friday typically we will release the content along with the graded assignment, and the Wednesday in the week after, the second week, not the first week, that will be the deadline for submitting the assignment. So in this 10-day period, you can submit the assignment any number of times you want. It is not like only once you can submit it any number of times. The last submission you make, that is what we will take as your final score. And one thing to ensure that you have submitted your answers on the portal and the portal has received your answers, at the top of the assignment you will have something called last submission date and time. So this will capture the date and the time at which your last submission was made. Whenever you press the submit button on the graded assignment, just go back and see whether this date and time is updated. If our server has received your answers, it will show the immediate time when you last submitted it. If for whatever reason this assignment date and time is not updated with your latest submission, click the submit button again and ensure that it goes through, because sometimes because of internet issues you might be sending the answers but we might not be receiving it on our server. So the sure shot way to ensure that your answers are on our portal is by checking this date and time on the assignment. Okay. So this is a graded assignment. You have to be very clear that you have to submit the graded assignment for every week, for the 4 weeks, for the 4 courses. Okay, you cannot say 2 courses I will do and later on 2. For the qualifier month alone, all 4 courses you have to submit the graded assignment for every week. Then there are tutorial videos which are help videos that have been created that explain the concepts further, maybe have some FAQ kind of things based on the content that is there. They also help you to learn the concepts better. There are also text transcripts available, which is the entire transcript of the video. So maybe you watch the video once or twice and you want to then go through what is the text, or for a quick reference you can use this, and some reference books are given there. Though we would say that normally for this 4 weeks of content, if you refer to the videos, the notes, the graded assignment, it should be more than enough for you to handle the qualifier exam. Also before the qualifier exam, maybe 3-4 days before the qualifier exam date of 23rd February, we will also give you a mock exam where you will have a practice of how it is actually going to be there on the day of the exam. And like I already described, the discussion forum and the live sessions are there for you to go in and ask your doubts and queries about the content of that week. The types of live sessions we do multiple live sessions throughout the week. These are either done by the instructors or these are done by senior students who have been doing well in the program. So in these live sessions, they will discuss the solution to the activity questions, solution to the practice assignment, solutions to the graded assignment after the deadline is over, and there is also an open session where you can ask any question related to the content. Tips to prepare well. We normally recommend these set of guidelines for you so that you can do well in your exam. One is, when you go through the videos, make your own notes, because each of us has a way of studying content. It may not be the same the way that I study versus how my friend studies. So it's always better to make our own notes that we would understand and that we can refer to before the exam. Second point, very important, attempt every assignment on your own. Okay, Do not copy answers from any source. Do not subscribe to websites that say, pay so much money, I will give you answers to the graded assignments, or maybe the answers come out on WhatsApp group, on Telegram groups. Do not copy the answers from there, because when you write the qualifier exam, it's going to be in a center where you will not have any help. It is going to be proctored. You're going to be there in person writing a serious exam. You cannot get this kind of help there. So if you cheat on the assignment side week on week, it's not going to help you learn. It's not going to help you pass the qualifier exam. So attempt the assignment on your own. Of course, if you have doubts, you can ask your friends, you can ask the instructors, you can ask your senior students and understand how to solve it, and thereafter solve it yourself. Okay, so that is something that is there. Make use of the discussion forum and the live sessions when you are in this qualifier month and even during the program completely, because that is a way you can interact with your friends and you can also learn a lot of things from the questions that other students ask. Also, the practice assignments have a lot of questions that you can keep refreshing, and new questions will keep coming up. So if you want to practice a lot, please keep refreshing the practice assignment and you will keep getting new questions every single time that it loads. Okay, let's come to the important part of what is the eligibility to get a hall ticket to the qualifier exam. So one thing to understand, not all of you who just apply, pay the rupees 3000 qualifier exam fee and complete the application will get a hall ticket to the qualifier exam. We see how you perform in this particular 1 month and then only decide whether you are eligible to get the hall ticket or you are not eligible to get the hall ticket. Okay, so you have to become eligible to write the qualifier exam. For that, the first condition is if the average assignment score, okay, of the first 2 weekly graded assignments is greater than or equal to 40 marks out of 100, then we give you a hall ticket to write the qualifier exam on the first date of July 7th, 2024. Okay, and these are the cutoffs that are there. What I said is 40 out of 100 is for the general learner, but there are other cutoffs that we have for students belonging to other categories, whether it be the social category or the economic category. We have different cutoffs of 30 or 35 marks, as you can see here. This should be your average assignment score in the first 2 weeks of graded assignment. Okay, if you become eligible for this, your score crosses this cutoff in each of the 4 subjects. So you have to get, say if you are a general learner, you have to get more than 40 out of 100 average in the first 2 assignments, in English 1, in Maths 1, in Statistics 1 and Computational Thinking. All 4 subjects you should cross this cutoff. Only then will you get the hall ticket to write the qualifier exam. Qualifier exam, like I already said, is conducted across the country in centers in India, and we have centers outside India too in some countries like UAE, Bahrain, Kuwait, Oman, etc. In countries such as the USA, Canada, Japan, Singapore, Australia, France, Germany, etc., where we have learners, we do online remote proctored exams once you give us the proof that you are there and that we don't have centers there also. Okay, these exams you have to go in person to the center, you have to produce identity proof along with the hall ticket, and then you go there and write the exam under proctored conditions. So this qualifier exam is typically for 4 hours. It is 4 hours long for the 4 subjects in which you will take up the exam. Okay, you will write an exam for 4 hours which will have questions from all 4 subjects that you have done in the 1 month. So basic idea of qualifier exam is we will teach you 1 month of 4 courses content and we will test you on that. If you can study from us and if you can pass the exam we give, basically you can start the program. So that is what the qualifier process is. So all 4 sections have to be attempted during this 4-hour exam, and you have to get these marks given here. In each subject that we have a cutoff and we have an overall cutoff also. For instance, for the general learner, in every subject, the 4 subjects, you have to get more than 40 out of 100 and you have to have an average of more than 50 across the 4 subjects. Similarly, for students belonging to the other 4 categories. If you cross this, then we say that you have qualified and you can start the foundation level of the program with us. So what after the qualifier exam, the results and first term courses, let's talk about that, right? So we saw that you first applied, then you came into the 1 month qualify process, you watched the videos, you submitted the assignments, became eligible for the qualifier exam, you went and wrote the qualifier exam in person, and now the results are coming out. So there are two different scenarios that you have become eligible to write the qualifier exam. What can you do after that? So the first scenario is the results will be declared within 1 week from the exam date. So we will tell you whatever marks you have gotten and whether you have qualified or not. For those who pass and qualify to enter the program, you can continue in the same term itself, choosing to register for 1, 2 or 3 or 4 courses and continuing to study it. So basically January 10th we start the first week of the qualifier, Feb 23rd you write the exam. The content we will keep showing you even in week 5, week 6, week 7, though the qualifier is only for 4 weeks content, right? So week 5 you study. If you think you are very confident that you are going to pass the qualifier, you want to continue the program with us, then you study week 5 content. As we release it, submit the assignment there. Study week 6 content, as we release it, submit the graded assignment there. By that time your qualifier result should be out, and then you can choose, maybe I am going to continue in this term itself with the program, I am going to complete a few courses now. So we will open a course registration window in which you register to these courses. You can choose, like I said, 1, 2, 3 or 4 courses, and then you can start the foundation level. So these are recommendations from our side saying that based on how you have done the qualifier exam and how much marks you got, this is what we will recommend to you. So if your average score in the 4 subjects is less than 50%, we will say take only 2 courses. Maybe you need some more time to get used to the way that we are assessing you, to the content we give you and so on. And if you get the average score to be between 50 and 70%, then you can take maybe up to 3 courses, and more than 70% you can take 4 courses. So we are not going to enforce this as a rule, but we will recommend this for you, and you can choose how many courses you want to take. So basically if you get less than 50 and you take 4 courses, we think maybe you are going to struggle with the weak content that is going to come up next, and maybe you should do only 2 courses and proceed thereafter. So if you qualify, you continue to study like we said for the qualifier exam, but this is of course only if you have finished standard 12 and you pass standard 12 before say February 23-25. So there is also a pathway in our program where students who are currently doing standard 12, right, those who finished 11th standard and now in 12th standard in school, they can also write the qualifier exam, get an admission from us, but they can join us only after you complete your 12th standard. So assuming you've completed 12th standard, like I said, you can continue to study and you can register for courses. So eligibility to write your final exam, the average of the best 5 out of the first 7 weeks of content, the weekly graded assignment, should be greater than or equal to 40 out of 100. So just like we had an eligibility for your appearing for the qualifier exam, we have an eligibility for appearing for the final exam for the courses you register also. So the first 9 weeks we take out the 5 assignments, average must be greater than or equal to 40 out of 100, and only if this crosses the cutoff you will be allowed to write the final exam. Otherwise if you are ineligible, you will not be able to write the end term exam, and the fees will also not be refunded. There will be another quiz 2. So your qualifier is considered as quiz 1 in the same term, and quiz 2 is on 16 March 2025, where the contents, the assessment will be broadly based on contents weeks 1 to 8, focusing of course on weeks 5 to 8, and final exam is on 13 April 2025. So with that, this term will come to an end, and how many of courses you have registered for, you would have completed it, gotten the credits for it when the result come out if you pass it. So here are some pathways that are there, and these pathways are something we recommend again based on what else you are doing apart from doing this program. So if you are a full-time student and you want to dedicate all your time to study this is your primary degree, you are not doing any other college degree along with this, we would say go for the fastest path. So you can do 4 courses in one term, 4 courses in another term, and then you can complete your foundation level in 2 terms itself. That's shown in the rightmost column. You can see there the fastest path, but you have to spend about 40 hours per week. So think of it like a full-time college you're doing. Morning 9 AM to 6 PM you're going to be sitting and studying, watching videos, solving assignments, submitting them, attending the live sessions. This is what you'll primarily do. So we say it's about 40 hours per week. But if you're a student in a college, right, and doing another degree, this may not be the most convenient for you. In that case, we will say go maybe for the medium pace, and you can complete your foundation level in 3 terms. So the first term you can do maybe 3 courses, second term 3 courses, and the third term you can do 2 courses. In this case also you will need more hours to be spent per week, which is about 30 hours per week. So assume you are going to college during the weekdays, every evening you might have to study for 2 or 3 hours and make up for it in the weekend. But maybe this pathway will be good for you. But again we would say, if you are coming from a non-programming, non-maths background, we have a lot of students from non-maths, non-programming backgrounds who are maybe doing like English programs, maybe history programs, maybe commerce programs and so on. For you all, the foundation can be completed in 4 terms. So basically you do 2 courses per every term, and that is how you progress in the program. One thing that all of you should remember is, there is no problem if you go slow, your friend is going fast, somebody else is going at a medium pace. This program allows you to decide at what speed you will study from the program. This is one of the biggest advantages, the flexibility that it gives you to study based on your background, based on what else you are doing. So that is something that you have to decide on, how much time you have, what is the background you have, how many courses you can cope, and then decide on the pace you want to keep in the program. So these are the suggestions we have, the order of courses you can take, and you can choose based on whatever your background is. Option 2, like I said, the previous was you had qualified, you wanted to continue in the May term, complete a few courses in the May term. So after qualification you register to courses, do the quiz 2 and the end term exam. But supposing you say, no, I have qualified, I have gotten the admission letter, let me join the program in May 2025 or September 2025. So you can take a break and you can register either in the May 2025 term or the September 2025 term. You can defer your start of the program to the next 2 terms also. So for the May 2025 term, between roughly 28 to 29 April should be the registration window. We will of course keep you posted about when you have to register for courses and start the program, and you have to redo the 4 weeks. So you have to redo the 4 weeks of the qualifier content that was there, and you have to do the quiz 1 again if you are starting in September or the Jan 2025 term. But there is an option, if you do not want to immediately continue, there is an option where you take the admission letter from us and join us later. So this is the other possibility or scenario that can arise, right? So you have written, you became eligible to write the qualifier exam, and you wrote the exam, or you were absent for the exam, right? And if you wrote the exam, you did not pass the exam in maybe 1 or more subjects. So in both these cases, if you were absent or you wrote the exam and did not pass all 4 subjects that you did not qualify to the program with us, you have one more opportunity to attempt the qualifier exam within this particular term itself. So we call it reattempt the qualifier exam, and that is on 16th March that you will be writing the second attempt that is there. You pay 50% of the fee, whatever you paid initially, 50% of that fee you pay for reattempting the qualifier exam. Rough dates we have put February 27th to February 28th will be the window when you re-register for this. And then the subjects to be attempted. Say I have passed maybe in English 1 and Maths 1, but I did not pass in Statistics 1 and Computational Thinking. So in the reattempt, you can only attempt Statistics 1 and Computational Thinking. You don't have to attempt the subjects that you have passed. But basically, we will take the best of the 2 and you have to pass in all 4 finally. But since you passed 2, you don't have to try those 2 again in your reattempt exam. For those who are absent, of course, you have to attempt all 4 subjects during your 4th August reattempt exam. So this is the option for now those who were absent for the qualifier exam or those who attempted but did not pass all subjects and did not qualify to start the program with us. This is the third scenario that we can see. Students not eligible to write the qualifier exam even for the July 7th date. So basically we said the first 2 weeks we will take the average of the assignments, and if you get more than 40 out of 100 you become eligible to write the qualifier exam. Supposing you did not get more than 40 out of 100 or whatever your category cutoff was, and you did not get hall ticket to write the qualifier exam, in that case you have to restart the entire process and you have to reapply to us in the next term and do the entire 4 weeks again. So you will have to do the submission of assignments again and become eligible for the next term in which the qualifier is being conducted. So this March 16th attempt will not be an option for you because you did not even get your hall ticket for February 23. So in that case, your process for the Jan term is over. You have to come in like a fresh student for us in the May 2025 term, Jan 2025 term, or whenever it is that you want to do it. So this is the option for students who did not become eligible to write the qualifier exam. So here is another route through which students can get admission directly to the BS in Data Science and Applications program of IIT Madras. So the first was where if you're not a JEE candidate, or maybe you've done JEE many years before, you have to come through the qualifier process. So you apply and do the 1 month and then do the process I described earlier. But if you are a candidate who has qualified to JEE Advanced in 2023 or 2024, then you can apply to us giving proof of that being eligible for the JEE Advanced, by which when we check it, we will say it is approved and you can directly start the foundation level of the BS program. So the steps involved in this are, first step, fill the application form, okay, and there will be a category which asks saying that are you coming through the JEE Advanced route. And please note, this year's May 2024 admission is only eligible for candidates who became eligible for the JEE Advanced 2023 or the current year JEE Advanced 2024. If you are from JEE Advanced 2022 or 21, that will not be considered. You have to come in through the qualifier route. So you fill the application form, select the JEE Advanced option, you upload the proof of anything that you qualified to the JEE Advanced. There must be some notification that you got, you have to upload that as part of the form, and then you pay the admission fee of rupees 3,000. Now for this rupees 3,000, we will go through your application, we will verify your documents, we will verify your JEE proof that you have given us, and if the proof is valid, we will approve saying that you're deemed to be qualified to enter the program and you can start directly with the foundation level. The process here only admits you to the program, it does not give you access to the content. If you want access to the content and start the program, you have to register to the courses. Many students who come through the JEE category assume that having paid the 3,000 rupees, they will get access to the content. The 3,000 rupees for JEE students is only an admission fee into the program that we say that you are admitted, but you have to register to courses and start the program with us. So there will be a window in which you register. You can choose between 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 of the first 4 basic courses, like I said, English 1, Maths 1, Stats 1 and Computational Thinking, and you can start the coursework by May 31st when the term starts, okay. So only after you register to courses will you get access to content, and thereafter you can start the program as a regular student. You can pursue this program even as you join another college or another degree, because now it is permitted to pursue 2 degrees at the same time. So if you're a JEE 2024 student who has qualified, you're waiting for college admission still, you can still do the May term with us, September term with us, and continue to do the program with us as you wait for admissions, as you get admitted to a college and pursue another degree too. For those who do not qualify after the first 2 weeks, when we take out the average of the first 2 weeks graded assignments, if the average does not cross more than 40 out of 100 or as per your category cutoff, we then have another option where we will consider the best 2 out of the first 3 weeks of graded assignments and see whether you qualify in that. So maybe you have not done so well in your week 1 and week 2, but you have a chance to make it up in week 3 graded assignment submission. So you can put in more effort, you can try to cross the cutoff by using the week 3 at this point in time. So at the end of week 2, we say who all are eligible to write the exam on February 23rd. Then there is week 3 that's going to come out. Then we take the best 2 out of the first 3 weeks, and in that if you qualify, you can write the qualifier exam on March 16. So this is the way that students in the qualifier process will get 2 chances based on whether they qualify at the end of week 3. So in that case, the dates will be February 23rd for the first set and March 16 for the second set.
Mahesh, shall we start the questions? Mahesh?
Yes, Sindhya, sure.
Okay, okay, great. Thank you. Yeah, hi, good evening all. We have received quite a few questions in the G form which we have circulated today. We'll took some unique questions which was entered in the G form. So we'll take the questions from there.
We got the questions and ma'am will be happy to with the details about it. So the first we are going to talk about the things related to the course content and week assignments and everything. So the first question is related to are there weekly assignments or quizzes in addition to the two quiz happening given the schedule?
Yeah, we'll be releasing a content in a weekly basis every Friday, along with the graded assignment, practice assignment, and activity questions. Practice assignment you can do, yourself, and you can check whether your answers are correct or not immediately once you submitted the answers. And graded assignment, you can submit it n number of times before the deadline. Usually, we'll give the 10 deadlines for 10 days once we release the assignment. Before deadline, you can submit n number of times. The submission which you have made before deadline is the last submission. That alone will be taken for the evaluation. So these are the assignments you will receive it apart from two quizzes.
So the next question is
Yeah, we are going to start the course tomorrow. So you can wait till end of the day tomorrow. We will start releasing the content from the morning. But till we post the announcement, you can wait till end of the day tomorrow to access all the four courses which is related to qualify process.
So the next question would be how much time is needed for daily study or how long it will take to complete the project?
Yeah, before watching this orientation, you would have asked this question. I guess we have clearly explained this in orientation. If it is a fast path, how many hours you have to spend. If it is a normal path, if it is a slow path, how many hours you have to spend. All the pathway we have explained. Usually, you have to spend at least 15 hours per week per course. So that is what the estimation is. Usually, we'll conduct the live sessions to clear the doubts only in the late evenings. All the sessions will be recorded. You can watch it later if you missed those sessions also.
So will the live sessions available via answer and there is another question. What is the format of the qualifier exam and what is the institute for it?
Okay, all live sessions will be recorded. You can watch it later as informed before. And format of the questions will be your qualifier. You as you know, there are four courses in the qualifier process: Max 1, Stats 1, computational thinking, and English 1. So see, we cannot confirm the number of questions and what it will be, but it will be the format will be MSQ, MCQ, and some short answers you can expect. And the qualifier criteria will be, so there are two passing criteria. Best 2 out of 2. After week 2 assignment score release, we'll take the best 2 out of 2. Based on your category, if you meet the minimum cutoff, you are eligible for the qualifier which will be conducted in February. If you didn't qualify in that, we'll be having another criteria we'll take the best 2 out of first 3 weeks assignment. If you qualify based on your category, what you have applied, what the document has been approved from us, so you'll be writing qualifier exam in March. Each student, the students those who are writing in February, those who are writing in March, will be getting another chance if you missed or if you didn't clear the exam.
So the next question is related to the same format. There is another one. What kind of questions we can expect in the qualifier exam?
Yeah, as explained before, you can expect the question in a format of multiple choice question, multiple select question, and a short answer.
So we have already informed about the time frame, like how long it will take to complete the entire program or
Yeah. Yeah, minimum duration of all the 4 levels is 4 years and the maximum duration is 8 years. Each level will be having a cutoff, for foundation you have to complete in 3 years, that is 9 terms, and diploma you have to complete in 12 terms. Likewise, a degree and BSc and BS level should be completed in three years. Each level have a minimum cutoff criteria, and the whole program will be having a cutoff. You can select, you can plan accordingly to complete all the 4 levels in max of 8 years. Minimum is 4 years.
So next we'll be going towards the exam related questions. So the first question is what options are available if one cannot attend the exams or determined for a regular exams?
Okay. As explained before, I'll explain you both qualifier and interim exam once you enroll in the term, what will happen. If the student missed the qualifier exam, suppose the student is eligible for qualifier exam, if they miss the qualifier exam, they'll be having another chance immediately. They can apply for reattempt by paying the partial fee what they have paid for the qualifier exam, and they can attempt only the uncleared courses. Anyway, we are going to take the best score out of qualifier and the reattempt. If you want to attend all the 4 courses in the reattempt, you can attend. But if you want to concentrate only the unclear course, if you want to attend, you can attend. Anyway, we'll be taking the best of scores of qualifier and reattempt. This is for the student those who missed the qualifier exam. For suppose once you enroll in the term, you are started, you have registered for 1 or 2 courses, you are continuing the courses, you are eligible for end-term exam. If you are unable to write end-term exam for some reason, you can write only the end-term exam in the makeup exam. Even though if you are eligible, if you couldn't attend the exam, you can register only the makeup exam, end-term exam alone in the immediate term by paying only 1,000 rupees for the foundation level courses. You don't need to repeat the questions and assignment will be carried forward from the previous term.
So the next question is what happens if a student doesn't qualify or cannot attend the exam? What is the process of reattempt for doesn't qualify?
Yeah, reattempt is same. For the student doesn't qualify in the qualifier process. We have 2 criteria: best 2 out of 2 and best 2 out of first 3 weeks assignment. If you didn't qualify in these 2 criteria, you can reapply in the next term, and but you have to repeat all the qualifier process. You have to resubmit the assignment. You have to qualify for the qualifier exam, and you have to write the qualifier exam. You have to clear the criteria and that. We have a criteria of each courses. We'll be having a cutoff for each courses. This is the reapply process. So you have to pay the application fee also again.
So how many subjects can I take or should I take in each term? Is there any mandatory year?
Will advise the student those who are continuing, if you are clearing a qualifier exam or suppose in the January 2025 term, if you are based on your commitment, you can register the courses, but will advise the student at least register 1 or 2 courses because you are already completing 4 weeks of assignments and everything, and there's all 4 courses. If you are continuing in the same term, you will be starting only from the week 5. But if you qualify in a term and you are, you are starting a foundation in a consecutive, immediate term or next term, you have to start from week 1 and you have to write this one again. So that's why we are suggesting the student to continue all the 4 courses in the same term when you are, clearing a qualifier exam.
We have the process of submitting the assignments. How do we submit assignments for qualifying?
So every week, Friday, we'll be releasing content along with the, graded assignment. Graded assignment will be having a deadline to submit. So before that, you can submit n number of times after watching all the videos and concepts. You can submit the graded assignment n number of times. So latest submission will be taken for the evaluation. So we'll be having, exam centers in, Dubai, Kuwait, and some countries will be having exam center. From where we are not having a center, if you are from outside India, we'll be having a remote proctored exam where the student will write the exam from their home. Our office, will be monitoring from here. But for this, extra exam facility fee will be there and you have to provide as a proof. We'll be asking the student to, pin their location during the exam. If we found that student is within India, we'll not, encourage the student to continue the exam. So after this check, will allow the student to continue the exam from remote.
Exam city after 2 years in this program or 10 years in this program?
Every exam before 30 days, before 3 weeks or 4 weeks, will allow the student to edit their exam city because while enrolling into a term for the next 4 months for all the 3 exams, 2 quizzes and 1 interim exam, everything, we are collecting exam city in the initial stage itself. So for this, before 3 or 4 weeks, will allow the student to edit their exam city. The student, we are requesting student to utilize that option to change their exam city if they are having any other plans. After we closes that window, we are getting a request. If it is a genuine request, if it is a sudden plan, any medical reason, if it is a valid reason, we can accept. But we cannot accept, all the requests which are coming after the deadline. So we are requesting student to utilize that opportunity to change your exam cities when we are opening the edit option.
Criteria for the qualifier exam.
So passing criteria will be having different criteria for each category, general category, OBC, NCL and EWS, and along with the PWD, we have a different category for each courses and different courses overall cutoff also we are having. We request you to, check our website for more details about each category.
So that's it about the exams. We have few questions about accessing which email ID should I use to enter into the
So for qualifier process, you have to log in through your registered personal email ID. Once you enroll into if you are continuing in the same term, you have to continue the same email ID or, same your personal email ID, you have to continue in this term. Once this term is completed, once you have, appear for the interim exam, next day you will receive a student email ID from us. From then you can access through the student email ID. And one thing, we would like to inform you, like the student, those who are registering using your personal email ID, that email ID cannot be changed. We cannot change the registered personal email ID. That will be, which email ID you have registered from us in the first, that email ID you only will be your registered personal email ID. That cannot be changed. But once you enroll into the term, if you are continuing in the same term, you will be receiving a student email ID, student ID card in the next term. If you are, registering in the next term, immediately you will receive a student email ID. From then, you will be using the student email ID.
And we have a question related to document verification.
Okay, regarding this, we would like to, give you an update about the document verification. So those who are registered with us successfully, you no need to worry about the content access and everything. Those who are registered successfully will be having a content access tomorrow. You can able to access once we started releasing content from end of the day tomorrow. So irrespective of the document verification, whether it is in under verification stage or draft stage, whatever it is, from our end, we'll do the document verification. We'll take care of it. So irrespective of the document verification status, you will get the content access tomorrow if you have submitted the application successfully. And one more thing, we'd like to inform you. Please go through the student handbook, which is available in your dashboard. We have everything we have explained in this orientation session, what document you have to refer in term on term, and where it will be available. All the details are available in your dashboard itself. Please check the maximum limit for each level and what are the checkpoints available in each level. Plan accordingly to register the courses to complete the level in a minimum duration. And hope we have so answered all the queries which is there in the G form. Most of the queries are repetition queries, and most of the queries are there what we have explained in the orientation. Everything we have answered here. If you have any doubt, you can write to qualifier support, and we are planning to conduct a session also in this weekend and Monday as well. How to access, if you are unable to access the course, if you don't know how to access the course, you can join that session and get the guidance from our team. So thank you all. Mahesh, we can close the session. Mahesh?